evening, my dear brothers and sisters across Africa and around the world. Welcome once again to the United States of Africa broadcast, the voice of one continent, one people, and one destiny. I'm your presenter, Akosua Prempeh, bringing you today's inspiring message from the heart of Burkina Faso. Today we share the powerful words of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who reminds us that it is possible for Africa to feed the world. In his moving speech, he calls on Africans everywhere, from the diaspora to the motherland, to unite, invest in their continent, and build industries that will transform Africa's raw materials into wealth for its people. Captain Traoré emphasizes that Africa must tell its own story, protect its dignity, and depend on the intelligence and strength of its sons and daughters to rise again. His message is one of hope, courage, and determination, a reminder that impossible is not African. Before we play the full video, I invite you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share this message across all platforms, because together we can awaken the African spirit and connect our people from north to south, east to west. Stay tuned and be inspired by this historic address that speaks directly to the future of our continent.
Hello, comrades. Hello, my dear, warm, beloved brothers and sisters, and welcome home, everyone. This morning, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to those of you who took your time and energy to make the journey from the land of upright people to return to your roots, as they say in English, back to your roots. Thank you for coming. You have truly shown us the spirit of brotherhood and unity, and you have honored us in ways that words can hardly express. And I sincerely pray to God Almighty that He continues to bless each and every one of you, to grant you good health, happiness, and the strength and determination needed to keep coming back time and time again to your roots, to your heritage, and to the place where it all began. Among you, there are elderly people, very elderly, who, despite the weight of age, made the journey with you. I thank you infinitely from the bottom of my heart, and may God continue to comfort you. I am with you throughout your entire stay among your brothers. Every evening on television, I try to see what activities you have been involved in. And I can admit that I'm very happy with everything you have already been able to discover. But I sincerely pray to God that time will still be on our side, and that you will hopefully be able to come back and discover so much more, explore and experience many wonderful things throughout the beautiful country of Burkina Faso. Certainly, many were discouraged from coming to Burkina, but now you are our ambassadors. And I think you are the best positioned to help others understand that Burkina Faso is far from what those Western media try to portray to the world. Burkina is a welcoming place, Burkina is resilient, Burkina stands tall, and Burkina is alive. And thank you for proving this to the world. I also want to sincerely commend you for your strong determination and steadfast commitment to support us in our ongoing struggle, to stand by and support your brothers and sisters here in Burkina Faso by investing your valuable resources in every possible field. Your continued efforts are deeply appreciated. I discussed this with Prime Minister Renck yesterday regarding the permanent residence card. Certainly, we had set conditions for obtaining the card as well as other financial requirements. But we have decided to remove the financial requirement as far as you are concerned. So, for you, it will simply be a matter of just dealing with the card itself. You will be exempt from all the other requirements. And thank you for leading the way for all those who wish to obtain this card and be able to invest and stay in Burkina. That being said, Burkina Faso is a country under construction. I believe many opportunities have been presented to you. There are still many more opportunities. Regarding the matter of radio and television, I can also assure you that I will do everything I can to support the creation of such a radio or television station here in Burkina Faso. Because communication is a weapon and no one can tell our story better than we can ourselves. For a long time, it was they who told whatever they wanted about Africa. They were the ones who told whatever they wanted about black people. Now it is time for us to say no to that and to tell things as they really are. And I encourage you to continue with this project, which we will strongly support. Burkina Faso is under construction. We have started to change many of our laws to allow for better living together, but also to secure the investments of Burkinabe people and of all those who wish to come and invest in Burkina Faso. When we look at the real estate sector, for example, it is a field that is booming in Burkina Faso. We are focusing on agriculture and agricultural processing, especially the agri-food industry and energy. In short, there are many sectors that are open, and we need the brains of our brothers to come and build here. The industry is needed to process our raw materials, and it should be us feeding the world, not us having to beg from the world. And it is entirely possible for Africa to feed the world. So I invite you to reflect, perhaps come together, but I assure you that we will support you in investing in key sectors in Burkina Faso, which can be beneficial to you and to all your brothers here. And that is the very essence of our struggle. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs will continue the great work they have started. By the way, I congratulate them for this initiative with the Institute, which has managed to do this wonderful work. Continue the work of presenting opportunities to guide and channel you towards structuring and beneficial investments. And we will continue to monitor this very closely so that you are not disappointed with your investment in Burkina Faso. Acknowledge one thing: the struggle we are waging is vast, and it is a struggle of endurance. And you have decided to carry our message throughout the world. We are not fighting for Burkina Faso alone. We are fighting for Africa. We are fighting for black people. We are fighting for the dignity of Africa. We are fighting for the well-being of our people. And anyone who fights for the dignity and well-being of their people also carries something in their heart. We stand wholeheartedly with all peoples who fight for justice, for equality, for well-being. And we are friends to all peoples who respect us and who respect our sovereignty and our dignity. And thank you for standing with us in this struggle we are waging. It is very difficult to wage this kind of struggle, and I know that you know it even better than I do. To see Africa awakening, to witness its rising and progressing is truly a nightmare for some people. But Africa is indeed awakening, and Africa will awaken. We will not be complicit. Of their own wish, as they desire, the wish to see Africa become the reality of what they have thought and said about Africa, namely a land of slaves, a cursed land. We will not be complicit, nor will we help them make what they think become a reality. We will tell them that Africa is a continent of hope, a continent of fighters, and Africa is a continent of the future. And we are going to fight for that. Some will say that it is impossible for Africa to catch up, to wake up. We were told the same thing when we wanted to take our country's destiny into our own hands, that it was impossible to do what we wanted. Others tried to discourage us. They always brought up examples of African heroes whom they killed to tell us that these heroes tried but couldn't succeed, to make us believe that our struggle is a lost cause. But we said that impossible is not African. If impossible were African, our grandparents, our ancestors would have suffered greatly. There is no other people in the world who have suffered as much as Africans. No people can claim to have survived after all the ordeals that black people have endured. We remember that whether it was colonization, slavery, or the Arab-Muslim conquest here, Africans have experienced all kinds of humiliation, all kinds of treatment aimed at exterminating us. They wanted to wipe out the black gene because it was always the young, the brave, whom they took, killed, and deported. So the African is the most resilient in the history of humanity because we have withstood every possible form of barbarity. But today, now more than ever, we must continue the struggle. And that's why I want to thank you again for the fight you are leading. Because the continent is still suffering. Look at what is happening in Sudan. Our black brothers are being exterminated. Look at what is happening in Congo. Look at what they are doing to each other in the Sahel. Everywhere, they manipulate black people so that we kill each other. They send weapons and we keep killing each other. This must stop. And it is absolutely possible. And the very first and most important weapon that we can use, and that you personally can use as well, is the power of communication. It's all about clearly and thoughtfully explaining to black people where they truly come from, who they really are, and also where we as a community can go together in the future. And it is absolutely possible, and I congratulate you, I encourage you in this fight. Wherever Africans gather, we must understand one thing. Only united can we go far. And we must find a way to unite one way or another. And this responsibility falls more on the youth today, but also on the elders, who must be able to explain to the youth what they experienced in the past and how we should behave today in order to unite. And I am counting on each and every one of you to continue this struggle wherever you are. Because today we are being fought not only by imperialism, which is trying by all means to make us disappear, but also by our own brothers. Some of them are servants of imperialism, while others act simply out of self-interest. Personally, I would say that there are many African heads of state who do not like me. There are many of them who do not appreciate me. Maybe it's because they're jealous. Maybe also I am a threat to their masters. In any case, I don't blame them. And they pretend, when people meet them, they pretend to like me. But I know that there are many who do not like me. But our prayer is that God changes them deeply in their hearts. That God fills their hearts with love, not for us, but for their people. So that they love their people and fight for their people. Because as for us, we will continue to preach the message so that their youth awakens. And I pray to God that He puts love in their hearts, that they love their youth, that they love their people, and that they fight for the well-being of their people. Maybe through that, we too will benefit from a bit of love from them. And I pray to God that this may happen, and very soon that we may look in the same direction, see that we must fight for the well-being of our peoples, our youth, our continents, our countries. And through this, there is no other choice, we will unite. Because Africa is immensely rich, we have a huge market, and we have brilliant minds all over the world. And we will bring all our brilliant minds to work with us. Africa needs all its sons and daughters in order to develop. And you carry this message, you carry this fight. And we must do everything to ensure that this fight succeeds, and as soon as possible. That is very important, because you must see this fight succeed in a very short time. And it is indeed possible. So I encourage you, I congratulate you for everything you are doing. And before I finish, I invite you, whenever you have the opportunity, to come back to Burkina Faso, because we are going to transform Burkina Faso, make Burkina an example, so that people can see that it is possible. We are going to move on from this situation of war. We will build the country, make it better, and let everyone see that it is truly possible. And that will motivate others to follow the same path as us. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the warmth you have come to give us. Thank you for the love you have come to give us. And I pray to God that you all return safe and sound, and that you come back home to Burkina Faso to invest and live in peace, whenever you wish. Thank you all very much. May God be with you, may God bless you. The homeland or death, we shall overcome.
What a powerful and awakening message from Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a true call for African unity, self-reliance, and love for our people. Now, brothers and sisters, I want to hear from you. Let's keep this conversation alive. Question 1. Do you believe Africa can truly feed the world if we unite and work together as one nation? Question 2. What steps do you think African leaders and the youth must take to make this dream a reality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters. Together, we are shaping the vision of a united and prosperous Africa. Akosua Prempe, broadcasting from the United States of Africa. One Africa, one voice, one destiny.